Life is Strange Reunion. Okay, do I have a bit to say about this game? Now, if you guys don't know about Life is Strange, I really love Life is Strange 1. I think Life is Strange 1 is a really well-made game, and I'm really big fan of it. I'm a huge fan of the original Life is Strange, and I think it is just incredibly good. I have replayed this countless times. Life is Strange Reunion came out, and I can confidently say it's pretty good. Okay, they did pretty good with this game. I had my doubts because double exposure. Granted, I don't think it was terrible, but it wasn't great. So I didn't have high hopes for this game. But I can say they did pretty good with this game, and I thought it did pretty good. So that's my spoiler-free kind of like, yeah, it was good. Now let's get into what I think is actually good about this. So, Reunion obviously takes place after double exposure. Now, let's just go over some of my problems with double exposure, because this will tie into why I think Reunion's better. Double exposure suffered from a lot of things, story-wise and the characters. I think the characters sucked. I'm not gonna lie. I think the characters just kind of suck. They were kind of bland, and they just were basic, goofy characters. And we didn't get much to them. They didn't have much depth to them. And granted, it's been a while. I mean, I last played in 2024, so I could get some things wrong. But from what I remember, a lot of the characters were just not super interesting. I really did not care for a lot of the characters, especially Vin, of all people. Like, no, they just weren't interesting to me, and I had no, care for them. I wasn't super, I really, no, it was just kind of whatever, The only characters I can say were, likable was Amanda. Right? Like, she was the only likable character. But even still, they were just all super, uninteresting. Reunion, though, I could tell, because I'm pretty sure these are new writers, I could tell that they tried their best to kind of give the characters more personality. Though, I will say, I feel like they kind of didn't put many characters into this. It was more just Max, Chloe, and Moses. Lucas was kind of there, but I wish we did get to see more of the students and talk to more, well, not the students, the other teachers and the other people we saw in double exposure. But overall, I still think it was better. It is obviously way better. I think story-wise, it is better. Character-wise, way better. And I think another thing, I don't know if this is true, but I did read this, that the original writer of Double Exposure, the person who wrote this game, the people who wrote this game, apparently hated Chloe, which is how are you going to make a game with Max Caulfield and not Chloe and say you hate Chloe? That's insane to me. Which is also apparent too, because in Life is Strange, you either make the choice to sacrifice Chloe and save the town, or sacrifice the town and save the city. Now, of course, I always sacrifice Chloe. It always makes the most sense, because you are killing one person over hundreds. But in this game, it just doesn't even matter, because if you chose to sacrifice the town in this game, they don't even end up together anyways. It's just, Max is well, yeah, we fell apart. What do you mean you fell apart? Max sacrificed the whole town for you, and you're telling me you guys just went your separate ways? Yeah, it was just not working out. Are you kidding me? But I'm glad, but from what I see in Reunion, it does seem like they might have changed a bit. Again, I don't know. I only chose the one, of course, where it's just you killed Chloe, you sacrificed Chloe, and saved the town. But it does seem like they did it better. Another thing I wanted to see, in Double Exposure, you get to choose who you romance. My first playthrough, I didn't romance anyone. I just was friends with everyone, because, all the romance options sucked. It was either Vin or Amanda. Amanda was nice. Absolutely freaking hate Vin. I think Vin's genuinely, the worst character. But just me personally, I just thought the romance sucked. Anyways, in this game, my first, game, I chose to obviously romance nobody. But just as I got into the game, I was like, oh, I wonder what their relationship would be like, because you get to see their text and stuff at the start. So I made a new save file, and I just did romanced Amanda, because I was kind of tempted to replay Double Exposure and then kind of redo it, but romance Amanda, because I thought it was just kind of well, I didn't do that. But I just didn't want to play Double Exposure. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really didn't. I really didn't want to replay that game. So anyways, I did that. Anyways, you get in, I get to the part and I read it. They just break up anyway, so it doesn't even seem like your choices even matter in Double Exposure. I don't know why, but they just break up anyways. Like in Double Exposure, like, oh, yeah, cute, hey, they're in a relationship. And then you go to Reunion, they just break up. They're just already broken up. I don't like that. It just doesn't even, like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, like, in later, like, they just get back together or something. It doesn't seem like it. But, like, it's just like, why give them the choice if it's not even gonna matter? Like, to me, it just doesn't even seem like you might as well just skip Double Exposure at that point, because it doesn't even seem like they give you choices anymore. Anyways, going on to Chloe, I think they did a very good job with Chloe's character. Obviously, this is a very grown Chloe than we see from the original Life is Strange in her high school days. I like her character a lot. When they first released her model, wasn't a huge fan. Now that I see it in the game, I like it. I'm still not a big fan of the hair though. I do not like the hair. The hair is all right, but I do like the model. I think the character is good. I was a bit skeptical when they first showed it because I thought it looked a bit too identical to Max, but seeing in game, I can say I actually like it. I think it's pretty good. Chloe's personality, it is pretty much the same, except she's definitely a bit more mature, and we see this, and I like her character. I think they did pretty good. Now, the writers who did Chloe, I think, did a really good job, because obviously this is a more mature Chloe, but these were also the writers who made Before the Storm. Now, I like Before the Storm. This is just, obviously, Chloe before Life is Strange, before the events. Again, I think the writers did really good, and I think they did the best they could with the material that the previous writers had, and it is clear that they do care about this game, and I liked it. I think they did an exceptional job with the characters. Max and Chloe, I think they felt really good. This truly felt like a Life is Strange game. Like, this truly felt like a Life is Strange game, and it felt like a fresh of breath air. They also did write True Colors, and again, I don't think True Colors was bad. I think True Colors, I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was amazing. I thought it was just it was decent. It was decent. And with Reunion, I thought they did pretty good, and I think they do know how to write Chloe. Again, they wrote Before the Storm, and I think they do know Chloe well. So it is cool to see, and Chloe's kind of personality is kind of the same, except she's a bit more mature. I think this is really good. I think they did a very good job. And like I said, I think they tried their best to give the characters, I guess, a bit more personality and a bit more depth to it. Of course, they couldn't give them a full storyline and full personality, which is I get it. In Double Exposure, they should have done that, and it sucks that they didn't. Again, one of my favorite things, and one of the reasons I love Life is Strange so much, is just because of how much story and how much character depth they give these characters. At the start of the game, all the characters just kind of suck and just are so rude and mean to you and stuff. But as you kind of go through the story and depending on your choices, you kind of know the characters more and understand them in a certain way. And, toward the end, you kind of get them. And it's like, okay, well, at the start, they seem terrible. But, toward the end, they don't seem all bad. And they seem kind of nice and good people. Like Nathan, for example, Nathan Prescott. At the start, he is a really rude, rich character. He sucks. He's just bad. But toward the end of the game, you kind of realize how manipulated he was and just how bad, he was, how bad people used him in life. And again, one of my favorite scenes in Life is Strange, this just will always be my favorite scene, is when Chloe escapes. Again, spoilers. Again, I highly recommend playing the original Life is Strange. Spoilers. But is when Chloe escapes the prison, the basement bunker that she was in, and runs to the car and just escapes to go to the town because the tornado's coming. And as she's driving, she gets a call, well, not a call, a voicemail from Nathan Prescott. And all it is...
You have one new message. Message received yesterday at 9 p.m.
Max, it's Nathan. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me. Mr. Jefferson is coming for me now. All this shit be over soon. Watch out, Max. He wants to hurt you next. Sorry.
It's just such a masterpiece. It's just so well done, man. It hits you. It's just like, oh, you know, you go through this whole game just kind of hating Nathan and him just sucking, you know, just being so rude and mean to you and other characters you like. And then you get to that, it just hits you hard. It's just like, this game makes you care about characters you didn't think you'd ever care about. It's just so well done and amazing. And I just think that's one of the many things that I think Double Exposure missed on. And it just sucks. It just sucks. And again, Reunion couldn't do that. Double Exposure should have been that, but it couldn't do that. And that sucks. But again, overall, I just think this game is incredible. Like, the original Life is Strange is just so good. And Reunion, I can confidently say, is really good. Again, I do not think it is up there with the original Life is Strange 1, but still, it is 10 times better than Double Exposure. It is just really good, man. This, I think, is definitely going to be my second favorite Life is Strange. Though, I have not played Life is Strange 2, and I'm going to, but so far, Life is Strange and then Reunion, I think, is just... And then Before the Storm. I actually have to confidently say I think Reunion's second place, and then Before the Storm. Some people might disagree with me on that, but that's just my opinion. So I can confidently say Life is Strange, Reunion, highly recommend. I think this game is amazing. And again, I think this is a good way to close out Max and Chloe's story. I hear that this is the last Life is Strange game. I'm fine with that. I think Life is Strange is a very unique game, and I don't know if it should have gone on for this long. I think 1 and 2 and Before the Storm, I think I think that's a good stopping point. They didn't have to do Double Exposure. I wished, and I'm kind of interested, and I'm glad they did. I just wish Double Exposure was better, but Reunion is good. But yeah, I think this game is really good. Again, if this is the last game in Life is Strange, fully understand. Again, I think this should absolutely be the end point for Max and Chloe. This should be the end point, and it should not go on. I think their story should be done. Just them on the road together, going, driving, having fun. Again, I think that absolutely should be the end point for both Max and Chloe. Their stories should end there. If this is the last game in just all of Life is Strange, then I fully understand. Again, I think Life is Strange should end in a good light. This game was really good, and again, highly recommend it. Again, though, this is where it should stop for at least Max and Chloe, but I really did enjoy this game. I highly recommend it if you love the franchise. But that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I haven't made a long form video in quite a long time, but hopefully you guys enjoy this. And if you guys want to see me make any more like other game reviews, I guess let me know. If this video does well, which I highly doubt it, because I mean I love making edits, so my channel's mostly edits now and shorts. Which go check that out, by the way, if you haven't already. And you know, also tell me what I can do to make my profile picture better. Okay, I didn't want to keep using the one I kept using. But anyways, that's about it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see all of you whenever. And I'll see all of you in the next short, which I think is probably going to be soon. Anyways, bye, guys.